folks, this is Vincent Adeli with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and once again we're going to play Aliens, another glorious day in the core. So we are picking up where we left off from the last video. If you haven't seen the last video, please check it out because I go over the rules and the game overview, and we also complete Mission 1 at that point in time. Today we're just going to jump right into Mission 2, Escape. This is part of the expanded campaign, which was introduced in the expansions. Missions 1 through 3 in the core set were just 1 through 3, that's it. And in the expansions, they introduced missions 1 through 5 and also redid some of missions 1, 2, and 3 to be a little different. In Mission 2, Escape, what you're trying to do is, to win the mission, the trapped Marines must get back to the APC and exit the board to the extraction point. Models can exit the board at the extraction point at any time. There is a computer token which players can interact with to look at a face-down blip token. Game over, man. The mission ends in failure if all of the trapped Marines are killed or captured. Once all surviving characters move on to the exit token, the mission ends. If at least one of the trapped Marines exited the game board, the mission is successful. Otherwise, the mission ends in failure. There is a motion tracker deck setup, which I've already done. I believe just the top 5 cards are level 1 and 2 cards, or no, the top 6. So like there's 3 level 1 and 3 level 2 cards, yeah. Drawing motion tracker cards are held off until turn 2. In the first mission, it was till turn 4, so they're going to be on us pretty quick. Campaign notes, this is what you do after you succeed, assuming that you're playing a campaign game. There is a special condition for this mission. Typically, you have to stop when you move next to an alien. In this particular mission, however, you can push through by rolling a die, and on a 6 or lower, the character may pass by the alien unharmed and complete the rest of their movement. Otherwise, you just have to stop and lose all further actions this activation. You only need to make this roll once per movement, no matter how many aliens you're moving past.
Okay.
So that is a special condition for this particular mission. The trapped Marines start up here in the upper right, and they're trying to make their way down, up and around. It's kind of hard to see, but they're trying to make their way up to the APC up here. Newt, Ripley, Gorman, and Burke will start in the APC, assuming they are in the mission. Newt will always be in these missions from here on out. We rescued her in Mission 1, and we have to include her as part of the squad. She's not actually part of the 6-person team. She's just a 7th person that you include automatically for various reasons. But Newt is always going to be there. But if you're playing with Ripley, Gorman, or Burke, you have to include them here in the APC. The rest of the squad will be over here. So whatever's left over will be spawning in this upper right-hand corner. I will throw a screenshot up on the screen at some point to show you the specifics of who's coming, where, who has what equipment attached, and all that good stuff. But to quickly overview it, she is playing as the hero, Ellen Ripley, and she starts here. She will also, because of that, be allowed to put Rebecca Newt Jordan on her active side as well. Whenever you play as Ripley the hero, you also play as Newt the hero as well. So both of these characters will be active for her as like the hero. She's got a couple of abilities. Newt as a passive. When Newt takes a rest action, you may recycle an additional card. So instead of 3, it's 4. End of activation. Exhaust 2 cards to move a character within line of sight 2 spaces towards Newt. So if you need to make a retreat towards Newt, you can use that if you want to. Her active Ripley abilities are on activation. She can recycle 2 endurance cards, meaning move 2 cards from the exhaust pile underneath the endurance deck and then draw a card. And as a passive, once per turn, exhaust a card to choose a character within 4 spaces of Ripley. That character re-rolls a failed defense roll. So she's playing as those 2. And I am playing as the hero, Lieutenant Scott Gorman. And during activation, you may recycle 3 cards from your hand to let another Marine character take an action. So I can pretty much, if I can, draw a lot of cards and recycle them to get extra activations going. At the end of activation, I get to draw 2 endurance cards.
Okay.
So that's kind of nice. I also have some other things that I hope to remember to kick in. For example, I've got this equipment, Commander's Link. At the end of the character's activation, reveal a card. On a green, it does something. On a yellow, it does something. And on a blue, it does something. So at the end of my activation, I get to do something special. And I also have these promotion cards that were part of the expansions as well. I gave myself the Tactician card in addition. The Gunner was something I got from the last mission, and that was connected to, what was his name?
Apone?
Apone, yeah. I keep wanting to call him Capone, but I know he's not Italian. He's not part of the mob. Yeah, exactly. Tactician, I gave myself this. Draw an endurance card at the start of your activation. If you draw a hazard that would be placed on your character, you may exhaust 3 cards from your hand to shuffle it back into the endurance deck. So this Tactician will let me draw more endurance cards than normal. So I've got a lot of on-activation crap that I'm going to have to look at. And as I always say, I'm here to spread awareness, have some fun, and show off some really cool games. But we typically get rules wrong sometimes. So just be aware of that. I may miss some of these activation abilities that I should be doing just because it's easy to get overwhelmed.
What are my promotion cards?
I just gave you, your one from the previous mission was calculated. When you're interacting with it, when you're interacting next to a computer, you take a tech test. If passed, reveal the top 4 cards of the endurance deck. Choose 1 card to put in your hand and recycle the rest. Do not trigger any hazards this way. And then I gave you the quick study upgrade. And that is, during the Marine phase, you gain -1 to all your tech test rolls, meaning if you need a 7, okay, tech, you roll an 8. That -1 puts you down to 7, so you pass the tech test.
I see.
So it allows a little bit of leeway and helps you pass the tech tests easier.
Okay.
So I gave you a lot of tech upgrades for your character.
Okay. There's no really lot of tech here.
Well, there's a computer.
Oh.
Here. The APC is here. Gorman and Ripley. Who's Ridley? Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott is the director. I
Oh,
think.
is he? Okay, I'm gonna interchange that. Anyway, so yeah, Ripley is here. Newt is here. The exit is here, and these Marines over here. We've got Vasquez, Frost, Drake, and Hudson. They're going to try to make their way up to the APC and escape.
Okay.
All right.
What are these numbers?
Spawn points.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. So it's hard. What I don't like about this map, it's hard to see what a wall is and what the path is.
Yeah.
This will lead up this way, and 2 leads up to the same intersection, and this leads up here. So like part of the challenge is you have to get through here,
Yeah.
and then here, up, right, down, up, and then up to the APC. Now, there is an extra tile that should be connected to the map here,
Oh.
but it didn't seem relevant, and I don't know if we'd ever use it because it lets you go up like this. I don't know why it's even necessary.
I guess in case.
I guess, but we'll bring it out if we have to, but I don't foresee us using it.
Okay.
So, all right. So with that said,
What is that?
a wall.
Really?
It's a wall.
It looks like something.
It's a
Okay.
wall.
All right, a wall.
All right. It's just trademark. Blah blah blah. You're reading the trademark on the tile. Each tile has a little trademark thing.
Okay.
Anyway. So with that said, who wants to activate first? Ripley has no rank. So Gorman, he's the highest rank as far as I can tell. He's a 3, meaning I will activate, and then after I'm done, I will command 3 grunts to do something.
Okay.
And then you take your turn. You don't control any, as far as I can tell. There's no rank up here, which means that after you're done with Newt and you, we just move whatever grunt is left over. Okay. So I'm going to take a look and see his during activation, end of activation. Okay. So at the beginning of my activation, yeah, just draw an endurance card. So I get one of those. And it's just a pulse rifle. I'll put into my hand off to the side here. I'll put it down here. I'm going to have to put your hand over there. So that was the beginning of his activation. And I feel like getting a jump on 3 if we can. Like, I want to discuss this with you. Do you want to use the computer a lot, or do you just want to, like...
What is the computer going to do?
Reveal blips, really.
Oh, without actually activating them, right?
Correct. You just look at the number to see what they are. The other thing that you can do as part of your calculated ability is choose... reveal the top 4 cards of the endurance deck and choose one to put in your hand and recycle the rest. So, like, if you want to draw more cards, you can use your tech, special upgrade tech to do that.
For free?
Well, it's an action.
Oh, I see.
It says the word action on the card.
I can't see from that far.
I understand. There's a lot of tables. But anyway, table space. So I was thinking about, like, maybe dealing with the 3s as they come out with Ripley and Gorman. Like, as they pop out of here.
Yeah.
That'll give these guys less...
A little bit of a leeway.
Yeah, because they're going to have enough to deal with 2 and 1.
4.
So I'm thinking about just moving Gorman. He's here. He has a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have another action, so maybe I just take that a second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and move there. And that's the end of... Well, it says during activation, you may recycle 3 cards from your hand to let another Marine character take an action. I only have the 1 card, so that doesn't mean I can't do that. At the end of my activation, I will draw 2 endurance cards. So I get to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. And I got a motion tracker, equipment card, and a pulse rifle. Okay. And also, at the end of the character's activation, reveal a card.
Okay.
And it's blue. Draw up to 4 endurance card. So
to put in your hand?
Yes.
Wow.
Draw up to 4. So yeah, I'm sort of like trying to get. Hopefully none of those are hazards, but I'm trying to get many cards as possible.
No hazards, I think.
No hazards. There is an event which stand up any 1 knockdown character. I was reading in between missions from the last video. You can play these at any time during another player's turn even, so as long as you pay the cost of the card.
Okay.
These yellow ones. These you have to equip to the characters to use them, but this one, these yellow event cards you can play at any time. Okay. So I'm going to keep those, but this should go here. Getting them mixed up.
Now, is it too much for the camera, for the viewers, if I can... just grab my cards and just put them in my hand?
Yeah, that's fine.
Like those right there.
Oh, you want to see...
Yes,
what do you want to see?
Ripley's cards. All of Ripley's
Okay,
cards.
so what you have is a pulse rifle, a helmet, body armor, and combat knife. That's all you have. There's nothing that you can activate. There's no equipment that you can, like, specially activate between turns. The only thing that you need to remember is that you can do a tech test to get an extra card if you want. Newt does have this Hadley's Hope map, which is an equipment. Exhaust this card at any time to shuffle the motion tracker card you just drew into the motion tracker deck. So if you don't like a card that comes up in the motion tracker deck, you can exhaust this, get rid of it.
And you don't have to, it doesn't say that you have to draw a new one.
Correct.
Wow. You'd have to exhaust the card though.
Yep.
Okay.
And Arc Welder is something that she has. As an action, discard this card to barricade a door within 1 space of your character.
Oh, wow.
So as an oh crap kind of thing, she could come down here and barricade this.
Yeah.
If she needed to.
Okay.
But that's all you have to worry about.
Okay.
If you're controlling Ripley right now, on activation, recycle 2 endurance cards and draw a card. There's no endurance cards, so you can just draw 1.
Yeah.
And you can keep that in your hand.
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, you're not...
I have to activate 3 grunts. That's right. So in that case, I should probably just... I mean, these are yours, so I need to activate these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, but then that would be line of sight with that.
It would?
Yeah. I mean, if you take that corner to that, I mean, yeah. Oof. It won't see anything else. But if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, that would be a shot on that one. What do you think? Just to try and get them out of the way.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Because we need to keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. that will reveal this one here. Actually, let's do this one first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't block line of sight with that character. So there is line of sight here, but no other space. I don't think... I can't... Actually, that one back there might be line of sight as well. Those two aliens in that corridor.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we would reveal these two.
All right, that's fine.
All right, that's not bad. 1 and 1.
Yeah.
And I have to get some aliens out of the foam. 1 and 2. Okay, and that was one action. For the second action, I will use the smart gun. This is Vasquez. Yes. She has the smart gun, and her ability is exhaust this card, or exhaust 2 cards instead of 3 each time you fire your smart gun.
Yep.
So she's going to go ahead and do that. And she gets to roll 2 dice, and then she chooses one of those dice to hit. So 2 dice, and she needs to roll. Her aim is a 6. 2 and 10, she's going to choose the 2, and that kills the first alien.
Okay.
Her aim dial is going to go down to 5, and she's going to go into full auto.
Which is 1 card.
Yeah, exhaust 1 card. It's a 2 and a 4.
Nice.
And her aim is now a 4. So she has murdered 2 aliens right off the bat, which is good. And that was her second action.
Let's rock! Sorry.
Yes.
That's what she says in the movie. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then for his second action, these blips may move. So I'm thinking, do we...
Just reveal it, and then the other ones can come over.
The problem is they can't get over there fast. I mean, like, they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and not... They'd have to move and...
they can't see through people.
Correct.
That's right.
So I was thinking just put him into aim mode. I think that's Drake. So just give him an aim action. So as this comes around the corner, in case it moves very far, he'll have an extra aim.
What about instead of that, move him back, right?
What, to here?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
So what if you do Hudson, or this is Hudson, right? Hudson first.
This is Hudson. Yeah. What about it?
What if you move him up too? Reveal the blip.
He still can't. He can't shoot through this wall.
I meant when this one moves, he can shoot, right?
He can't. He can't. No one can hit this alien from where they're at. Tell me where you're trying to go, because there's a wall. They would have to be over here to see and shoot this alien.
Yeah.
And there's not enough no one can take enough actions to do that.
I see.
They can either move here or not at all.
Oh, I see.
So if I went 1, 2, 3, 4, if I did move over here, I'd have to stop and reveal those aliens, and then they move 6.
When you reveal, they move 6.
When they are revealed on the map, they will move 6 during the alien phase automatically.
Oh, I
Whereas
see.
blips you have to roll for.
I see.
So there's a possibility this will not move 6 if we leave it a blip. So I'm thinking we stay here and let them come to us. So I'm just going to up his aim by 1 to a 6. In case this blip rolls a 6 and does get in range, he'll have an extra aim to take care of it. Okay. And then that leaves one more character. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is
Hicks.
Frost.
That's Frost?
Frost, yeah.
Oh, okay. You replaced Hicks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to show off someone different.
Yeah, that's fine.
He has a flamethrower, which is, he has an ability. That's why I switched him out. Even if it's passive, because he's a grunt, he still has an ability. After shooting the flamethrower, reveal a card. On a green or yellow, recycle a card. So he has a way of recycling cards, which is nice.
Okay.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm thinking if we go 1, 2, I don't think he has line of sight there. Or maybe he does. Yeah, maybe that's not. Maybe they have to stay behind this corner for right now and let them come to us. All right, so maybe he'll stay there. He'll up his, he has nothing else he can do. Maybe he rests. He could up his aim, but the problem is he doesn't have line of sight through grunts or through fellow characters anyway. So upping his aim is kind of pointless right now. So I'm thinking we rest with him just to get...
To recycle too?
To 3 cards. 3 cards go to the bottom of the endurance deck.
Okay.
Because there's really nothing else to do there.
Okay.
And then that leaves you to go.
Okay. I will. What is my tech? My special tech?
Your tech is, what do you mean? This is, if you interact with the computer, you can, and you're successful with your test, draw 4 cards from the endurance deck, and then choose 1 card to keep in your hand. Do not trigger hazards revealed in this way.
Now, it says draw 4. What do you do with the other 3?
You put them back, you recycle them, you put them underneath. Now, on your activation, you recycle 2 endurance cards and draw a card.
Okay. Oh, there is no...
Correct, you can still draw a card.
But I can still draw?
Yeah.
Okay. It's an event.
Okay, you just keep it. Yeah, you keep it on your side.
Okay.
Because there's no room over here.
Okay.
Okay, so you did your on activation. You do have a passive where you can exhaust a card, choose a character within 4 spaces, and re-roll a defense die, but you don't have to worry about that. So do you want to do tech, or do you want to come down next to Gorman?
I kind of want more cards, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine.
So I might do a tech. What was my... See, I can't see and I can't remember. That's my problem.
What do you... Your tech is 6.
Okay. Those little cards. Sorry. I might have to keep them.
The one is, again, at the computer, do a tech test. If successful, draw 4 cards, keep 1.
Yeah, okay.
And the other one is you get a bonus to your tech roll.
Which actually benefits the first one, right?
Yeah.
The first. Okay.
That's why I did it.
Oh, okay.
I chained them together.
You know what? I feel like I should help Gorman out, but Ripley doesn't like Gorman. So I'm going to do a tech test.
That's fine. So that means you have to do 1 action to move there.
Oh, okay.
And then for your second action, you can do a tech test. Now, do you want to do a tech test to reveal a blip and look at it, or do you want to do a tech test to get endurance cards?
I'm going to do a tech test to get endurance
cards. Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll a die, a single die.
1 die.
And it's a 4. Would you pass? Your tech is 6.
Yep.
So you can draw 4 cards and keep 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What are they?
You got 2 events there, and that might be worth keeping. Did IQs just drop sharply and do the thing with the knife?
Okay. Wow. This weapon. Oh, these are weapons, but I already have a weapon, right?
You have a pulse rifle.
Okay. After a character fails a tech test, re-roll that test. If they fail again, maybe this one. I'll do this one.
You're going to keep that one?
Do the thing with the knife.
So you're going to keep it?
Yes.
Okay, so recycle the other 3.
Yep.
Meaning put them underneath.
Yep.
Yep, and then you keep that one. All right, so that was your second action.
All right, and then
now Newt gets to go. And Newt really doesn't have a whole lot to do. She has no weapons. She can still rest, though, but there's really no...
There's no cards.
There's no cards to, like...
She has... You know what? Let's follow Gorman. She wants to be a pain in the butt.
But she has no weapons.
Oh, she doesn't?
No, she has no weapons.
I thought she had at least 1 weapon.
No. Newt does not have a weapon. She has equipment cards. That's it.
What is... exhaust. Okay. All right, never mind. She'll
stay right there and just sort of
pass.
Chill. Newt is best for resting. When crap hits the fan and we're shooting a lot, we're going to need Newt to help us rest.
I see.
But for right now, she's kind of useless.
Yeah.
She could do a tech test. Her tech is only 3, but she could move over and do a tech test.
Why not?
All right, so she can go here and then do a tech. So on a 3 or lower, she'll be successful. 7.
Hold on, wait. I have a card.
Oh, really? Really?
No, wait, no, I don't.
Okay. All right, so that's it.
Okay.
And now we're going to move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to increase... Who was that? That was Hudson. So I'm just going to push his aim up to 7, even though it's not really going to do anything. And that's it. So now the alien phase is going to hit. Okay? And activate all aliens. There are no active aliens. Step 2 is activate all blips. We're going to roll a die for this one. This is its own quadrant. It's an... oops, wrong one. It has to be this die.
The black one.
Yeah, 1. So this one moves 1 space.
You're like, wow, it moves 8.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was like, that doesn't sound right. 1. So this one out is now in line of sight. There's 2 aliens there, but it stops moving at that point. So now we have a chance to like shoot it on our next turn. And now we have to roll dice for these blips over here. 2. So 1, 2. 1. That one has to stop, I guess. 1, 2, and that's it.
Oh, blips can't move through each other?
No. And this is that a space? I can't tell.
That looks like a space.
All right, so it can do that at least. So it'll do that, and then maybe put that there. Okay. That makes sense.
And then motion cards?
No motion cards until turn 2.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, there's no bishop this time around, so there is no like finish phase stuff to do. All right, so now we're back into the marine phase, turn 2. And what do we do? As Gorman, do I try and get down here
barricade that sucker?
Well, his tech is 6.
I'll have to move too to barricade.
I don't want to be by myself down there. I'm just saying.
Come on, Gord, do something.
Yeah, well, he's gonna try and I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. He could possibly, but if he gets down here and fails, he's in trouble.
Well, nothing's gonna spawn because
it is now turn 2. So I'm checking to see if I have an event card that. All right. Well, let me do this first. Let me do my on activation stuff. On activation, let's see at the end. Okay. So tactician, draw an endurance card at the start of your activation. It is an event. Reroll a failed defense roll. That actually might be helpful for Gorman.
There you go.
So that was my on activation. During activation, I can recycle 3 cards to allow another Marine to take an action. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to recycle these 3 weapons, 1, 2, 3, and recycle those. And I'm going to give, go ahead and put that underneath. I'm going to give Frost an extra turn, an extra activation. So he has 3 actions this turn, because he's got a flamethrower, and I want to try and scorch all of these aliens all in one go, if I can. Okay? So Frost does have an extra turn when we get to him. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And on my second action, I'm going to attempt to barricade that. My tech is 6, so I need a 6 or lower. And it's a 1.
Ooh,
great.
Nice.
He is awesome. So we're going to barricade that so that hopefully no aliens, get through that. At the end of my act, I'd also have the Commander's Comm Link. At the end of the character's activation, reveal a card. So can you reveal a card? It is blue. Draw up to 4 endurance cards. Do I really need to do that?
Is that like a maybe? Like,
I don't have to, but I've got. I want to draw. I want to draw 2.
1 and 2.
Yep. All right. So I got an event, which is do it fast. Choose another character. That character immediately takes an action. You know what? Give me 2 more. I want to have cards to play these events and also give people actions. Okay. So we're kind of draining that deck really fast, but I'm hoping to use his command abilities to play these cards and give people more actions. Also, my end of activation on my character card is I'm forced to draw 2 endurance cards. So can you draw me 2 more?
Yes.
And she's... Oh, great. Burke's Treachery. Oh, no. Reveal a card. All right, go ahead and reveal a card.
All right, it's a yellow.
Exhaust 8 endurance cards and then discard this card.
Wow.
So this goes in the discard, but you have to put 8 over there.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Newt can help us get that right back. And we revealed this card, right?
6, 7, yeah.
So this goes back underneath.
All right.
That wasn't terrible, but Burke is
nasty.
Burke is nasty.
He's a treacherous.
She's making me watch Aliens, the second movie just now. We're halfway through it, and we just got to this part in the movie.
Yeah.
So
great.
well, yeah. So anyway, so that was my end of activation. And do I want to play any of these event cards and do something? Stand up and knock down character, defense roll. This immediately takes an... I might do this, another action if crap hits the fan. Okay. So in that case, yeah, I'll just move on to the grunts and try and take these guys out quickly. Frost, as a reminder, does have 3 turns. And I think we want to use him immediately. So Frost is going to go 1, 2, 3. I guess that's good.
I would say 4. Move him up. That way you can reveal the rest of the blips and scorch them.
But if I scorch a blip, these 2 are going to reveal regardless, but this will not. If you scorch a blip, it's destroyed no matter how many aliens are in it. So you want to kill blips as opposed to alien models. If that makes any sense. But being here, this is going to reveal anyway.
Okay.
So what's the range on the flamethrower? The flamethrower is within 2 spaces away from the character. So what I'm thinking about doing is, yeah, I'm gonna stay right there, and that's my first action. And this is going to reveal this one. 3 aliens. Well, that's bad.
Oh man.
1, 2.
Oop. Is that the part where he falls? Sorry.
Oh wow, spoilers. And this one reveals it's 2 aliens.
Okay.
Okay, so 1, and I need another model. All right, but that one does not have line of sight yet. It's still behind that wall.
Okay.
Okay, so that was my first action. Second action is the flamethrower. His aim is 5, but the flamethrower card says, exhaust 2 cards, make an attack with this weapon. Choose a space that is 2 spaces away from your character and in line of sight. Roll for each model and token in that space and within 1 space of it. This weapon always hits on a roll of 7 or less. So his aim does not matter. Even though it's a 5, I need to hit on a 7 or less. And I'm going to choose this space. And I have to roll for every model. I'm going to be able to hit each character model. I have to roll for each thing individually. So we'll start with, there's what, 3 models on here, right? So I'm going to start with the space that I'm targeting and roll 3 dice. I need a 7 or less. I have to exhaust 2 cards, right? Okay. Yeah. So roll. And it's a 3-star and a 10. 2 of the 3 aliens are dead.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 for that space. Okay. Now I roll for this space. There's 2 alien models here. I need a 7 or less. Nope, it's all 1 attack, which is awesome. A 6 and a 3, which is perfect. It's under 7.
Okay.
So both of these
are
dead. And I'm going to aim for this space. There's 2 alien models there. It's a 6 and a 1. Both of these aliens are dead. This flamethrower is awesome. And then this blip, which I can't see, is still 1 space away from my target space. So I'm just going to roll 1 for that. It is a 7 on a 7 or less.
Wow.
So this blip is dead. Okay. Whatever it was a 1. Okay. So it didn't matter. So in one foul swoop, this one flamethrower murdered.
Frost.
Yeah, Frost, I'm telling you. So I still have to reduce his aim anyway, but it doesn't matter because it always hits on a 7 or less. Now he still has 1 action left. So I'm tempted, does he rest and then someone come around here and finish him off, or should we flamethrower this one and exhaust 2 cards?
He has 2 actions left, you said?
He has 1 action left. He moved and then used the flamethrower. So now he has 1 action left because Gorman gave him an extra action.
Shoot him.
I said, yeah, we'll shoot him. So go ahead and 2 cards, and I get to roll 1 die, and it's a 7, and he's dead. The flamethrower always hits on a 7 or less. So he wiped out all of those aliens in 1 go, which was awesome. We exhausted some cards to get it done, but we did good. So that was Frost, and now I have to activate. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go, go, go. You could have moved up here.
From here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, 4. Is that what you mean?
Like, you were here, right?
Right.
1, 2,
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're right. I missed a space somewhere.
That's right.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Frost will catch up at some point. But yeah, so they're all moving up is what they're doing. Okay.
Now it's my turn.
Well, actually, I shouldn't have activated this one yet because it was your turn, but nothing's really going to happen. Like, this grunt should have moved last. I'm only supposed to activate 3 of them, not all of them, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's all right.
It doesn't really affect anything.
No.
So, on your turn, on activation, recycle 2 endurance cards and draw a card. So you get to move 2 endurance cards from here underneath.
Oh, it says recycle?
Recycle 2 endurance cards.
You mean 2 exhaust cards?
Endurance cards. It says recycle 2 endurance cards.
Endurance are these.
But it doesn't say when you recycle in this game. It's always from the exhaust pile unless otherwise specified.
I see. So recycling
2
from the exhaust pile.
Correct, and then putting it underneath.
I see.
And then you draw a card.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh, nice.
It is building better worlds, and this is draw 4 endurance cards, then exhaust 2 cards from your hand. So you can play that whenever.
Wow.
That's not bad. You don't have any other on activation things. So what do you want to do? Do you want to continue using this to draw cards, or now in order to play some of those events, you need to exhaust. Like this one.
These 2 are 0 though.
Correct. People can't see it, but you have 2 event cards that are 0 and one that is
that's
3.
3, which I cannot play. I want to go crazy. I want to do this one.
Do the thing with the knife. All right, go ahead. So this is a free thing. It's reveal a card.
Okay. Oh,
It's red. It says discard a
just
card.
discard it.
So that
Is it to just discard this card, or
it says on a bluer or that discard a card. I would imagine whenever you draw something like this, you're supposed to deal with it and then I think you have to discard a card from your hand. So maybe that 3 then, unless you want to keep it.
Wow.
So first we have to do what this says.
Oh, no.
Reveal cards until you reveal a blue.
No.
So look at it. No.
Okay. We have to discard them, right?
Just put them off to the side for now until we know what to do with them.
Okay.
Keep doing until you see a blue.
Oh, that hurts. I must have really... Oh, it's another hazard.
If you discard... no, keep going. It just says to keep revealing. Just keep going.
All right. Oh.
Are there no weapons in that deck?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so... I'm sorry. I should have read the right. Reveal a blue card, or you have revealed 5 cards. So put all that back until you have 5 cards there. My bad. I didn't read it all. Is that 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay. So if you discard 1 or more red cards this way, shuffle this card back into your exhaust pile. Otherwise, discard this card. It's game. So this one goes...
Shuffles back into the exhaust.
Shuffle this back into your exhaust pile. So that game over man goes into your exhaust pile.
Wow.
And this says to discard the rest? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it says otherwise discard this card.
Well, what happens to the others that you revealed?
Put them in the...
Discard all revealed cards. Yeah, so 4 of them... So 4 of them go here, or
Yeah, I already did.
So they all go there.
Yeah.
And then one
this
goes in.
one
Yes.
gets shuffled.
We're gonna have to get some of those cards back out of the discard pile at some point. There's a lot in there. I'm not liking that.
All right.
Okay.
My turn.
So yeah, that was your do the thing with the
That
knife.
was terrible.
That goes into your exhaust. The exhaust thing.
That was just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Let's take Ripley and just move her down 8.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna try and barricade.
Number 1.
Maybe number 2.
Okay. Well, 1's gonna need this. They're gonna move up this way.
Yeah, that's true.
So okay. So you moved. I don't think you have any like end of activation thing.
I doubt it.
So all right, and now you move Newt, or she can just rest.
How do you do the discard?
There are special cards that do it. There's no particular way to do it unless a card effect says so.
Bishop, we needed you, Bishop.
Yeah,
That's
Bishop
okay.
would have been helpful here.
All right. I guess just rest.
Newt, when she rests as a hero, she recycles an additional card. So you can do 8 cards.
8 cards? So the normal is...
Three per rest.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, plus the additional card for the first turn.
So she's resting twice, right?
Yeah.
So 4 and 4.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Rather than 3 and 3, it's 4 and 4.
Yeah. Okay.
So total of 8 cards she's recycling.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
For her rest action.
Yep.
At the end of activation, exhaust 2 cards to move a character within line of sight 2 spaces towards Newt.
Exhaust 2 cards.
But there's no one within line of sight with her. So
yeah, and I don't have 2 cards.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no. When you exhaust 2 cards, you'd have to exhaust it from the deck.
Oh.
But there's no one within line of sight of her, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. So that was Newt's turn, and we've already moved
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone. So now we're done with that.
The alien.
Now we move on to the alien phase. And in the aliens move, there are none. Blips move, there are none. Now we draw 2. We decided on 2 motion tracker cards per thing. Alien assault on number 1. So we're going to spawn a blip at number 1.
That's scary.
And it says, if this spawn point already has a blip or alien model, move this blip 4 spaces. And there's no one else there. So that goes in the discard. And then we draw 1 more.
All right. Ooh, 1 on 4.
1 on 4. If this spawn point already has a blip or alien model, move it. Okay, no, so just 1 blip on 4. Okay, so 1 there. I'm trying to get past this.
Yeah.
It's going to be an uphill battle. We need to move as fast as we can.
Yeah.
To avoid aliens as they pop up.
Yep.
So, all right, that was the motion tracker step. We finish, and then we're back into turn 3. Not bad. Gorman's turn. He wants to back away from this in case crap hits the fan. He's got, at the beginning of his turn, per his tactician, he's going to draw a card from the endurance deck.
Okay.
He's going to draw 1 from here. And it's an event. Each character takes an aim action. Marine characters may draw an endurance card. I'll keep that in case I want to play it. And during activation, I can recycle 3 cards from your hand to let another Marine character take an action. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to recycle these 3 cards. Actually, I want to get rid of we need more blue cards in the deck. So I'm going to get rid of these 3 cards, and I'm going to give Frost an extra turn so he can catch up. Okay, so these are going to put underneath the endurance deck.
Okay. As a cost, right?
As a cost for using my ability.
I always think costs...
It says you may recycle 3 cards from your hand to let another Marine character take an action.
I see.
So that's
All right.
I'm using his ability.
Okay. Nice.
But he still gets 2 actions, and I'm not exactly sure what he should do at this point.
Move.
Is he gonna
just
move this way and try and meet up with these guys?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and try and provide cover.
Yeah, or barricade the heck out of that door if it comes to that.
Yeah, right. So that was his 2 actions. At the end of his activation, he draws 2 endurance cards per his card. So 1, 2. He's got an equipment and an event. Set a character's aim dial to the character's aim number. That's kind of nice. And I also could, if I wanted to, use the commander's comm link. At the end of this character's activation, reveal a card. So I guess reveal a card. It is yellow, so go ahead and put that back underneath the recycle. The yellow is choose another hero Marine to draw 2 endurance cards. So I can make you draw 2 cards.
Oh, yes.
So draw 2 cards for yourself.
1 and 2.
Nice.
Really nice. Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
It says another hero Marine technically you're not a Marine, you're a civilian.
A grunt.
You're
Or
Wayland
yeah.
Yutani. There's two factions. There's the Wayland Yutani
I see.
faction, and then there's the Marines.
Ah, I see.
There are no other Marines, so like that's just pointless. So sorry, you don't get the cards. All right, I almost missed it. So that was his turn. I don't think he does anything else. End of activation. That's it. Okay, so now he's going to activate 3 people. He's going to get Frost. He's going to move him 3 times because he gave him that extra action. So Frost is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
And he's there. Then I guess, I don't know if this is Drake or Vasquez, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's Drake.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. And that was 3 grunt activations.
Yep.
So now
Ripley's.
it is now Ripley's turn.
Okay.
So what does Ripley want to do? You're on activation. Recycle 2 endurance cards and draw a card. No. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
From the exhaust pile.
Sorry.
Yep. 1.
1, 2.
Yep, and that goes under.
All right, and then draw.
Yep.
Reveal a card, choose another character. Your character. Okay, I'm going to use this right away.
All right. So, ever been mistaken for a man? Reveal a card,
Okay.
and it's
The blue.
blue. Draw 2 cards, and then exhaust 2 cards. So, put that underneath the endurance deck.
Okay.
And now draw 2 cards from the top of the endurance deck.
Yep.
And then from your hand, choose 2 to exhaust. Oh, no, and draw 2. No, you have to exhaust 2 cards from here.
From here.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Okay.
All right.
And these I get to keep, right?
Yeah, and you played this, so this goes into the exhaust pile as well.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to Okay, I'm going to darn. All right. Let's do something crazy. I'm going to do this.
Event, Building Better Worlds. Draw 4 endurance cards and then exhaust 2 from your hand.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and exhaust this card because you're playing it.
Okay.
And then you draw 4 cards.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then I have to exhaust 2
2 from
my
your
hand.
hand.
Now,
Yeah.
does this include my hand? The ones that I
Yes.
just drew?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, they go into your hand. And
Oh, it's a hazard.
now, yes, we have to resolve the hazard.
Ugh.
Blinding Rage. Place this card on your character. Each time your character activates, exhaust 2 cards. At the end of your character's activation, if you did not attack an alien this turn, discard 3 cards. -1 on all of your attack rolls. Oh my gosh, this is awful. So
So I have to put a marker on it.
I
have to attack an alien.
You
I have to.
You have to somehow. Otherwise, we're gonna be. Is there a way to get rid of this?
I have to
How do you
attack
get
an
rid of?
alien.
Huh?
I have to attack an alien, right? And then to get rid of it?
No, it just says every time your character activates, exhaust 2 cards. At the end of your character's activation, if you did not attack an alien, so you have to continuously attack aliens, and if you don't, we have to discard 3 cards.
What is the title of that?
Blinding Rage.
And there's no way to get rid of it?
As far as I know, unless there's a particular card that lets you get rid of a card from your hand. So I don't know if there's a way for me to do it. Choose another character.
That's rough.
Search the exhaust pile and add it to your hand.
All right.
Reroll a failed defense. Stand up any one knockdown character. Yeah, weird. So I guess you didn't this is part of your activation, so that doesn't kick in right now.
Yeah.
However, at the end of your character's activation, if you did not attack, you have to discard 3 cards.
What is my weapon?
The pulse rifle.
Is that like a crappy weapon?
It's a basic weapon.
Does it have any abilities? What does this say?
It's just exhaust a card when you take an attack action. And after you make an attack, you may take an additional attack with using a grenade weapon equipped to this, but you don't have any grenades.
I see.
So it has a full auto thing, but that's it.
Mm.
It's just a basic pulse rifle.
Okay. I also picked up a flamethrower.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but I don't
You'd
know
have to
if I'll
pay 4
use that.
cards to equip that instead.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. Which you can. The pulse rifle would go into your hand, and the flamethrower would go into your equipped character.
Yeah.
You'd exhaust. You'd have to play 4 cards from your hand to do that.
All right. Okay. Let's do. Oh, this is rough.
What's that event?
I'm gonna play this event.
Oh, no.
Reveal a card.
Okay. Reveal a card.
It's a yellow.
Yellow. Recycle a card from the discard pile.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Oops. All right.
So that when you recycle it, it's going to go into the exhaust, I think.
Oh.
No, because underneath the endurance. My bad. Yeah.
Okay. So do I pick anyone or the top one?
It doesn't say to choose it. It just says recycle a card from the discard
I'll
pile.
just pick it from the top.
Yeah, might
That's
be a good
fine.
idea.
All right. And then that card it goes
Is exhausted.
exhausted. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play this one.
For 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This card does not affect civilian characters, just FYI.
Okay.
On the bottom it says. So you have to pay 3 cards to use
Exhaust it?
mission briefing.
I have to exhaust
Yeah,
them, right?
yeah, exhaust 3 cards.
Okay.
Reveal a card for each level of rank. Hold on. It says reveal a card for each level of rank. You can't play this.
Oh.
Because
'Cause
you don't
I'm
have
not
any
a ranked
rank.
character?
You're a civilian.
Ah.
So take your 3 cards back.
All right.
And that's just going to be a card that you would use to pay for
To
something.
pay for something. Darn. Okay, that's okay. All right. In that case, I'll play equipment. Unless I have to equip it first.
You have to equip it.
Oh, that's...
That means you have to get rid of your helmet or your body armor.
Oof. Darn. All right, never mind.
Okay? What you need to do is get Ripley in range of this alien to shoot him if you can.
I'm just gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And we have to hope the blip or aliens come around the corner here. But it doesn't matter. You're not in range of an alien to shoot them this turn, so you're going to have to discard 2 cards.
That's okay.
So at the end of your turn, it just says if you did not attack an alien this turn, discard 3 cards.
From
the exhaust pile, I guess.
Wow. 1, 2.
Yeah, this is awful.
3.
You may have to do that resupply mission to get some of those cards back at some point. Like that blinding rage is awful.
Wait, what resupply mission? What do you?
They're in between levels 1 through 5. You can do 1 resupply mission to get stuff back.
I see.
There's also a rescue mission in case people get captured.
That's right. That's
Different
right.
things like that.
Mm.
Okay, so we spent the last 10 minutes or so reading rules, trying to understand, because we've never had a card this powerful on us before. Folks are saying on Board Game Geek that this Blinding Rage card is awful. There are specific cards that help you get rid of it, but they're few and far in between. So what I'm thinking that we do, and this is in Mission 2, and this is something I just came up with. Where is it at? Extraction. Models can exit the board at the extraction point at any time. So we're going to
recall me.
So where were you here?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I can do is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll play a card that lets you take an extra action.
Yeah.
So I'll play Do It Fast. Choose another character. That character immediately takes an action. So I have to pay 2 cards to do it. 1, 2. So I have to put that in the exhaust pile.
Okay.
And then this goes in the exhaust pile.
Oh my god.
You are now out of the game.
My rage
Except for Newt. Newt is still there.
My rage was so blinding that I went backwards off the map.
Yeah, you just rage quit the entire... You're like, I ain't doing this again. Alien was enough for me. I don't need aliens. I don't need to be in this place.
Good luck, Orman.
You can. Wasn't she supposed to get her her pilot license back or whatever? Mm-hmm. She's like, screw the license. I'm just gonna walk off the planet.
No, you're on your own.
Yeah, that's what it is. So from here on out, we don't use your character, but all of your cards are shared with Newt. So technically,
Okay.
Newt can still do stuff. So
That's okay.
so-
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was interesting.
So that means that these go back to Ripley, right? The upgrades.
Yeah, they'll just go back to Ripley. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So technically, we don't have to deal with blinding rage anymore.
All right. Now, can Newt equip weapons?
No, she uses the equipment.
I see.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Did I activate my characters? I don't even remember.
I think you did.
Why is he back here then?
Because it's after Ripley and Newt's turn is when the
the
last
final
one-
guy.
the
That's right.
final guy.
I was spending so much time researching, I forgot where we were on our turn.
That's okay.
It's okay. So
now it's Newt's
Newt's
turn.
turn.
Okay.
Newt can rest for 4 cards, or
I'm going
pretty
to
much-
rest. Yeah,
okay.
for 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye, Ripley.
no. Do you want to rest again?
There's 3 cards left.
Okay, if you rest again, that would just be everything in the
That's
exhaust
fine.
pile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we also read in the rule book that when you discard,
It
you
goes from
take
the
it-
endurance pile and not the exhaust pile.
Yeah, which is actually
from your
kinda
hand.
silly.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I would actually house rule that because I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Raxon was very different. I think it was Raxon. It was another game, but they got it from the pile. Anyways, so yeah.
So Ripley was completely useless this turn.
Yep.
It's a good thing though that you were here and not here,
Yeah.
because like losing 3 cards every turn. Because right now there's no aliens coming out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
rough.
we're gonna activate the last guy.
Yep.
And he does 3 turns because I paid 3 to do it prior.
Okay.
So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're all kind of just moving up toward the exit. Hopefully they get there. All right, so that was that. And now it is the alien phase. There are no aliens. Now we move the blips. So we're going to roll for this blip. 6.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They're both 7.
Yeah, so I don't remember what the preference is. I just ideally go that way.
Maybe by rank.
If you want, I could do that.
I don't care.
All right, so we have to flip it over anyway. It's 1 alien. So Gorman's got crap to deal with, I guess, on his next turn. And then that one has to move. 1. It's not going to get around in time, I think.
Hopefully not.
So now we have to draw 2 motion tracker cards.
All right.
Actually, that's kind of good for us because now we have to roll for the barricade. So we roll for each blip.
Okay.
And on a 5 or 6, it busts through. It's a 4. So the blip is destroyed. It does not spawn because
Wow.
3 is barricaded.
Okay.
Exhaust 1 card for each character within line of sight of his blip when it spawns. Well, it didn't spawn, so 1 more motion tracker card.
Okay.
All right, on 1, it's 1 blip. If this blip is not placed on a spawn point within line of sight of a character, it immediately moves 4 spaces. So a blip is going to spawn here, and it has to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. And it's in line of sight.
Yep, 4 aliens.
Oh.
Okay, things are starting to heat up a little bit.
Ripley, come back.
Ripley, come back.
Yeah.
All right. So we got 4 aliens here. All right.
Rough.
That was the motion tracker phase, and now we're into turn 4. Okay, so Marines.
Or Gorman.
Gorman at this point. Yeah, so I guess he would just go 1 for his first action. Actually, I have a beginning of activation stuff. I have to draw a card. All right, it's just a weapon, which is fine. And next, during activation, I can spend 3 cards to activate someone another time. 1, 2, and which action? Oh, the pistol, 3. All right, so I'm going to have, so these go exhaust.
Oh,
I'm sorry, recycle.
recycle?
Those recycle.
I have to reshuffle.
Yep.
Because the reshuffle,
The reshuffle card is on top, yep. So I'm going to pick Frost to go again.
Okay.
So for 3 times, that way he can possibly flamethrower this group. That flamethrower is like one of the single-handedly best weapons in the game.
Yeah.
It really is.
Versing one of the single-handedly worst cards in the game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, really. All right, so that was a free thing I just did. And I guess I'll just move one. And then for my second action, I'll take a shot at this alien.
Okay.
Gorman has an aim of 5, and he has the pulse rifle. So we're going to exhaust one card. And I'll take a shot. It is a 3. Gorman actually shoots the alien dead.
You did something.
Now, is this in range for full auto?
Doesn't look like it.
It barely is. What do you think?
No.
No? Okay, fine. We won't. It looked like it to me, but we won't. No, it's fine. So, all right. So that was the end of his activation. And at the end of my activation, I draw 2 endurance cards.
All right.
He's kind of reckless that way, because if it's a hazard, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Luckily, they're event cards. Get away from her, you witch, and it's the only way to be sure. Okay. So there's there. Okay. So now I have to activate. I actually have the Commander's Comm link. At the end of the character's activation, reveal a card. So reveal a card from the endurance deck. Yep. It's yellow. Choose another Hero Marine to draw 2 endurance cards. Well, nothing happens because there are no other endurance. There's no other active characters that are Marines. And grunts cannot have cards.
Yep.
So that's that. Okay, so I'm going to activate. Is this Frost again?
Yep.
That's Hudson. Hudson, that's Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
So Frost is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, he's not close enough. So maybe I don't do Frost
yet.
Well, no. What I mean is, instead of spending 3 cards to give Frost an extra turn, who's close enough to shoot at him?
Oh, yeah, he would be here. He has a range of 2, huh?
Yeah, he'd have to. Yeah, the flamethrower has a range of 2.
Ouch.
So instead, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is
fast
Drake.
Oh yeah, Drake, because this one's fast.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And he's gonna spend 2. Scorman will give him that extra action. Okay. So he's gonna spend the next 2 actions shooting at this group with his smart gun. Okay. So exhaust 2 cards instead of 3 when you use this smart gun. It's the same ability that Vasquez has.
Yep.
He's gonna roll 2 dice, and his aim dial is currently at 5, so here's hoping he can actually hit something. 3 and 2, so he gets one of the aliens.
Oh, so his aim is 5?
His aim is 5, but now it's down to 4. But he's rolling 2 dice, so hopefully, he beats the odds. He's going to full auto, so another card, and he's going to roll again. 2.
Yeah, okay.
Well, to beat 2. There it is.
Wow.
A 2 and a 1. So we're going to choose the 1, and another alien is dead. We're going to full auto again.
1 card?
Yep. His aim is now 3.
Okay.
So he needs a 3 or lower. 7 and 4. So he misses. Now he does have his aim is now down to 2. For his third action, I think he's going to increase his aim back up to 3. In case they rush him.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the 1 grunt. I'm going to have Vasquez go 1, 2. Actually, is this Hudson?
That's
Hudson can shoot where he is, I think.
Okay.
He has line of sight here without hitting him.
Is there a range on that or no?
There's no range on the pulse rifle.
Oh.
So his aim is 6. So he has to exhaust a card. So exhaust a single card. He's going to take a shot. And it's a 1.
Nice.
So Hudson shoots one of these 2 aliens.
Where do you see their aim?
His aim is in red here. His aim is now down to 5. And I know no one can see that, so here's Hudson. His aim is 6.
I see. And Drake's aim was 5. That's what
5.
it was.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So he's going to do full auto, and he needs a 5 or lower to hit the last alien. It's a 1.
Nice.
So Hudson and Drake both did their thing and killed the aliens dead.
Nice.
Okay. So that was Hudson's second. Oh, he gets to move one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was his second action.
Oh, yeah, because his full auto.
Yeah, full auto.
Right.
And these guys are just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that ends that. And again, Newt should have gone first, but it doesn't really matter at this point. So what do you want to do with Newt?
I'll just rest.
All right. So is that 8 cards in the exhaust pile?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right,
I'll rest twice.
All right. That works. That works.
Right.
At least we stopped the whole blinding rage thing.
Yeah.
I feel so bad because you have this character.
No, don't worry about it. I would rather play it safe, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, they're all flipped all funky.
That's all right.
All right. I'm good.
So now the aliens will get to go. And there are no alien models, so now we roll for blips.
Okay.
There's 1 blip over there. It's a 4.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4. And now 2 motion tracker cards.
All right.
We're in a good spot, knock on wood. Oh gosh.
What's
They're
that?
inside the perimeter. Place a tunnel token in a square that is within line of sight and next to this character.
Nope. I'm going to spend this card.
Oh, shuffle a tunnel card you just drew back in. So Newt is going to play this because you share that. Back into the motion tracker deck without placing any blips and ignoring its card effect. Okay, so instead of placing the tunnel, you're going to pay 2 cards from your hand.
Yep.
Exhaust them along with this card.
Yep.
And that just sort of goes, it gets shuffled back into the motion tracker deck. So I'd say just put it halfway, somewhere around halfway or whatever.
Okay.
Just to make it easy. That works.
Okay.
And then we draw 1 more card.
1 more card. Newt did something. All right. Oh.
Alien Scout.
4 on 1.
That's not bad because it's all the way down here.
Yeah.
So a blip goes here.
Mm-hmm.
And exhaust 1 card for each character within line of sight.
Ooh.
There's no one within line of sight, so there's nothing to worry about there.
You're all by yourself, sucker. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Well, that's it. That was the alien phase, and now we're into turn 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I say we just make a run for it.
Yes.
So Gorman, I have to draw a card for being an example.
Being an example.
Yeah. And then I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 toward the APC.
You could have moved up an extra. You were here, right?
Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2? Yeah, 3, 4. I'll do that. It's fine. And then at the end of my activation, I reveal a card per my commander's link.
It's a blue.
Blue. Draw up to 4 endurance cards. Do I really need them? I don't think I need to. It says draw up to. I'm just going to... Oh, no. I don't want to draw any red cards at this point.
Yeah.
Also, at the end of my activation, I'm forced to draw 2 endurance cards.
Ooh.
So I have to draw 2 for sure.
1 and 2.
All right. Stop your grinning and
Drop your
a
lemon.
bypass. Okay. That's not bad. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm going to put them in my hand. He's got a lot of cards.
A lot of cards.
Well, I can play these events, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a need to yet.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, this says search the exhaust pile for any 1 card and add it to your hand. Stand up any knockdown character. Set a character's aim dial to the character's aim number.
Oh, that would have been good for
what's his face?
Drake.
Yeah, it's okay. We haven't really had a need. I want to use these in an oh crap kind of moment.
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, we're now going to activate these guys. Mm-hmm. And I think just moving 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mm-hmm. And
Newt.
And Newt,
rest.
You're going to rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only 3 cards.
Now you could, yeah, I mean, there's no other thing to do really. You can, when you rest, you do have the ability to draw 2 cards as well, if you're a hero.
No.
Okay.
I'll do a tech though, to see if I can see what one of these are.
Here's a tech. I feel so bad because like you're not doing anything now.
It's fine.
2.
Oh!
Wow, she passed. She poked at the keyboard and got lucky. Which one do you want to look at?
Let's look at this one. It's a 1.
1. Okay, that's not bad.
Not bad.
All right. Well, I mean, that's kind of it. So aliens move, blips move. We'll just roll for this quadrant, and it's F4.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now 2 motion tracker cards. At this point, we're doing pretty good. 1 1, and then reveal a card. So we're going to put one blip at 1.
Okay.
And it says to reveal a card. Is it blue or red?
Blue.
Blue. Place another blip at spawn point 2, which is down here.
Oh, jeez.
They're starting to come out of the woodwork.
All right. And next motion tracker?
Yeah, next motion tracker.
1 at 1.
1 at 1. Exhaust 1 card for each character within line of sight when it spawns. Well, there are none, so nothing to worry about there.
Okay.
And then that goes away.
Technically, we're supposed to be drawing 3, but,
Yeah, well, I didn't know how tough this was going to be.
Yeah, 2 is fine.
I think 2 is good.
Yeah.
I think what really clinched it, this flamethrower action kind of helped us big time. Because if we stayed here too long to fight these, these would have caught up with us.
Yep.
But we got through the level so quickly, it didn't matter.
Good.
So Gorman has to draw at the beginning of his turn, with his being an example. He has to draw a card. We're on turn 6. And it's the pulse rifle. Fine. And for his turn, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just leave.
All right.
Although maybe he should hang around in case he needs to play a card. So he's just going to hang around here in the APC.
Okay.
Just so he has it. And I'm supposed to draw 2 endurance cards.
Okay.
So go ahead and just give me 2.
1, 2.
Okay. And that's that. Commander's Comlink. Go ahead and reveal 1 card for me just to see what it is. It's a yellow. Choose another hero to Marine to draw. No, doesn't matter. There's no other hero Marines out there.
Okay.
All right, so that was his turn, and now these guys are going to move. Probably just 8. Is there something to help me, like...
Retreat!
Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's one that just allows everyone to move extra, but I don't think there's anything like that. All right, well, let's just move them 8 each.
Cease your firing.
2, 3,
Fall
4,
back.
5,
That's
6,
what you're
7,
saying as
8.
Gorman.
Yeah.
Cease your firing.
4, 5, 6. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we're nearing the exit, which is kind of nice. We're going to move aliens, and then we're going to roll for the blips. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and then 6 up to here. Still not line of sight. We're going to roll for these. Not that it really matters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one down here is a 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So they're kind of catching up to us, but we're pretty speedy.
Yeah.
2 motion tracker cards.
Oh boy.
The only thing that can really kill us now is a tunnel.
4.
If this blip is not placed on a spawn point, then line of sight, it immediately moves 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was 1.
Okay. There you go. Another 4.
Another 4 at 1. Okay. So.
You mean another 1 at 4?
Yeah. Yes. Players must either discard 1 barricade and play, or place a second at spawn point 1. Okay. Well, we just put another 1 on spawn point 1.
Sure. Oh man.
All right. Well, I think we know what we want to do. So
Wait. I'm gonna barricade the doors. Nuke.
Nuke.
Nuke. Excuse me. That's Rebecca.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, he should have activated. He's out. He moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost out.
All right.
And then Newt, you just gonna leave?
No, I want to barricade the door. I want to try.
Seriously?
Yeah, I want to try it.
Oh, all right. Here, we have the arc welder. You can
Do I?
Yeah, you can. Oh, you have to discard the card. No, don't discard that.
I won't do that because we have a lot of discarded cards.
Oh, here you go. You can try and barricade the door. On a 3 or less, you got this. That's a 1! You barricaded Newt. What is Newt doing?
I learned from Ripley.
She's a superhuman. Oh my gosh.
Tiny
She not only
kid.
used the computer, she's the girl from Jurassic Park that saved them all at the end. And now she barricaded the door like in some kind of...
Don't insult me like that.
Sorry, I
Come
won't.
on.
All right.
That's insulting.
Weren't they both Steven Spielberg movies?
Yeah. I don't know.
I can't remember if Alien... No, that was
No,
Ridley.
it's Ridley. Yeah. Ridley
All right,
Scott.
anyway, I get my Steven Spielberg. I think he just does everything, Steven Spielberg. Anyway, so she barricaded on the way out. So we don't even, we're going to skip Alien and Blips because nothing can possibly kill us. Just spawn 2 motion tracker cards at this point.
Jeez. Wouldn't they move though?
They would move, but they're not going to get near us. Like this, they can move a maximum of 6.
Recycle 1 card.
Okay.
And reveal a card.
At what?
At 1-3.
Oh, okay. That's
and
fine.
They would have gotten barricaded.
Well, we'd have to roll.
Yep.
6. It would have gotten through the barricade.
Oh,
and
wow.
then it would have moved. It would have spawned there.
Okay, and then it's a blue, so place another blip at spawn point 4, which is this one.
All right.
And recycle a card. When it says recycle 1 card, it's from the exhaust.
From the exhaust, yeah.
I see.
Okay, so boop, boop. Our turn 7, we moved out, we escaped.
Ripley's like, what took you so long?
I'm still angry.
Yeah.
I'm blinding rage. So just to sort of see what the campaign notes are, because now we've got cards in discard pile. You can continue to the next mission. However, depending on how things went, you may have to make fewer resources to work with. So each player searches the discard pile and selects 1 card to return to the endurance deck.
Oh, I see.
So 1 card that's really good.
Here, you pick first.
Well, you tell me what you like.
I don't know.
I want something that gets rid of cards. Like, choose another character. This is not bad. That building better worlds is awful. Resolve. Your character may take an action. Recycle a card from the discard pile. I think we want that one. Recycle a card from the discard pile. I want to keep resolve.
All right. And then 1 more.
For you.
Yeah.
Choose a character to take a tech test. If passed, move a computer token on the board to a space next to the chosen character. So that means like you can do computers from anywhere. Squad of ultimate bad, you know what. Reveal a card. Each Marine character may take an aim action. Marine characters move up to 2 spaces in any direction. Each Marine character may draw an endurance card. Just deal with it. Discard a card from the top of the endurance deck to shuffle a red card on a character into the exhaust pile. That's what you needed for your rage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you discard a card from the top of the endurance deck to get rid of a red card.
Oh, on a
and put it in
character, not.
So if you get blinding rage again and you have this, you can discard a card from the endurance pile to exhaust the red card to get rid. So I'd say we keep that one.
It's rough.
So,
it costs 2 to play too.
It does. So that was the first thing we do. The second thing we do is return all hazard cards in the discard pile to the endurance deck.
Oh, wow.
So that goes with it. And this quiet reflection goes with it.
Plus the ones equipped on us?
Yeah, all of that gets reset. All of the cards that are on these people over here to the left go back into the endurance deck as well. Shuffle the discard pile and remove half of the cards from the game. These cards may not be used for the remainder of the campaign.
Okay.
So shuffle those remaining cards, and we'll see how many there are.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're getting rid of
2 of them. That's not out of. It could have been a lot worse.
It could have.
So we lose 2 cards permanently.
All right.
So go ahead and just do 2 cards.
Shuffling. I'm shuffling. All right. Pick 2.
2? 1, 2. You ever been mistaken for man and building better? So these stay, right? Or are we getting rid of them?
Oh, I thought we were getting rid of them.
All right, we're getting rid of these. That's fine. So we're going to get rid of those for the rest of the campaign, and we keep these 2. We add them back into the endurance deck.
Okay.
Return the remaining cards in the discard pile to the endurance deck to be used on the next mission. Okay. So, how did you... This was less hectic than the last mission for sure, but I think only because we were better equipped with it this time. The last mission, we did not have a flamethrower. This mission, this flamethrower was so good.
What's kind of cool about it is that we played it with 1 less character, but the flamethrower really made up for it.
It did. We rolled very well. We stayed on top of the aliens right out of the gate. Had we drawn 3... motion tracker cards, it could have gotten a lot worse, but I still like the 2 that we do. 1 for you, 1 for me, whatever.
It's easy. It makes it more casual.
This always hits on a roll of 7 or less. That's amazing. And it's an AoE thing. But you have to be in close range to use it, but it's so powerful. And I forgot Frost's ability too, which is after shooting the flamethrower, reveal a card. On a green or yellow, recycle a card. From the exhaust pile.
I see.
So, we didn't need it, but I'm just saying we forgot to use it.
That's fine.
So what did you think of this mission? Was it...
It was okay. I liked it. I think that the more I'm playing it, the more, not that I'm disliking it, because I do like the game, but the more I prefer other types of games, because this is so, you have to kind of remember so much.
A lot of maintenance.
Yeah, and you have to just remember all these little rules. That's kind of too cumbersome, I think. Every time I play this, I want to go back to Deep Rock Galactic.
The board game?
Yeah, because I think
it's
they're
easier.
better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it kind of also suffers from that whole, there's so many little rules that you have to kind of remember.
I think its saving grace is how thematic it is.
Yes.
I mean, the characters, like, they bothered to get to... Like, I remember this, we were watching the movie.
Yeah.
I remember that scene now.
Yeah.
I remember that scene. We've been trained to deal with situations like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the amount of detail they put into the Aliens theme for this game is fantastic. Even the endurance cards are really good.
Every time we were watching the movie, I was like, oh, that's an endurance card. Oh, that's an endurance card.
Yeah, that got tiring real quick.
Did IQs just drop
Yeah,
sharply?
that was the beginning of the movie, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was so good.
So,
but I still like it. If it was a different theme, would you like it as much still?
Well, I'm not the Aliens fan, you are. If this was Star Trek, I would like it even more. But I like it.
If it was Power Rangers, would you like it?
I'm not a big Power Rangers fan.
So you wouldn't like this game?
I have a Power Rangers co-op in there already.
Yeah.
That Heroes of the Grid.
Yeah, but would you?
Not
like
as much.
This? Not as much.
I love. It's like, to me, as I'm rewatching Aliens 2, the movie, and playing this feels more like Starship Troopers, the movie, because the original Alien felt like more of a psychological horror.
Yeah.
Whereas Aliens 2 was more combat heavy.
Yeah.
This feels more like Aliens 2 than Aliens 1. Does that make any sense?
Which it is.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like, I prefer that better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I like this. I want to continue playing it. I have other board games that we have to cover because I got press copies for them. But we will come back to this. I was reading that there may be an optional mission 2.5 that we could do. It's an APC chase of some kind. Oh. So I have to read up on it, like, you know, a good DM would do.
Did you prefer this or the Alien Nostromo?
Depends on what mood I'm in.
Okay.
And you see, the Nostromo game, that felt like more...
That was based off of the first one.
That was simpler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
It was simpler. It was also thematic. This is way more detailed. This is more of a squad crawl. Yeah. Whereas the Nostromo game is just a single character, and you got to come. That Nostromo felt more like Nemesis, the board game.
Is it Nostrado or Nostromo?
Nostromo.
Okay.
The ship's name is the Nostromo, the commercial transport, whatever. Yeah. How do you not know this?
I know, that was. I was getting confused.
How dare you? I'm kidding. I shouldn't even be here. No, I'm kidding. All right. So anyway.
You're going to have to cut that out.
No, it's staying in. So anyway, so Aliens, another glorious day in the core. I like this. I want to keep playing it, like I said. This mission, I think, still felt like... I felt it was too easy, but only because we got extremely lucky with our rules.
Yeah, and we house ruled the whole motion tracker thing.
Here's the thing. I think this mission is designed, let's say that it was like, 4 characters trying to make their way. There was a bundle of aliens here. Mm-hmm. If we took 2 or 3 turns longer to clear this out, these aliens would have had enough time to spawn and overwhelm us. And then
these ones would cut our access
exactly.
off too, so.
We barricaded this. We got to this point even before aliens started spawning. Yeah. So I felt like we were ahead of the curve. Yeah. But I think the way the mission is designed, I think we got lucky. Yeah. I think by default, you're supposed to take a couple of turns here to fight this off. Yeah. And then aliens start coming at you. Mm-hmm. And then it's a firefight. Now it's from behind and in front. Mm-hmm. And as you're making your way down here, stuff coming from behind, stuff coming this way, so now you're surrounded. Mm-hmm. I think that was the intent of this mission.
I know.
But because we did so well here, we got ahead of the spawns.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I think that's why it was probably easier than it was meant to be.
I'm so curious now to see about that 2.5 because that was the scene that we just finished watching upstairs. So that would be fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's all I'm thinking of.
I see. We'll get back to the movie, I swear. So there you go. Overall, do you want to continue playing this campaign? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I am enjoying it. I'm curious to see if any one of us will get captured and cocooned.
I see. Well, there's rescue missions in case that ever happens.
That's true.
Again, there are 5 missions total, and as I said, I have other board games to cover, other press copies, so it may be a while before we get back into it, but I'm enjoying this. I recommend it. The problem is, my biggest complaint with this game is the minis have to be glued, and it's not an easy thing. I bought a used copy because I can't do it. I just physically can't do it. And I don't feel like paying someone $40 to $100 to do it for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn this board game and its expansions when turned into a $300 project that it's not feasible for normal paycheck to paycheck people. And I'm not even working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just think it's an oversight. I wish GeForce 9 had made the second edition, which just released, the option to pay a little bit more for completed minis. Yeah. I think that would have been a better business move. Make it accessible to more people. Instead, they took the cheap route. Let's print the game for cheap and sell it for cheap. But people that can't assemble this or can't pay to assemble it, have it assembled, I guess they're not our target customers. I just think that's a mistake on their end. I'm lucky I got everything for as much as I did. I'm really enjoying it. So if you can find a cheap copy or you're not afraid to assemble the minis, then by all means check this out. It's a lot of fun. All right. Well, that was Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Core. If you guys...
How come it's core, not corp?
It's just core.
Really? I mean, it's not... Like the word corporate, it's not corporate, right?
I know. It's just...
And then Aliens...
You know what? Can you email Webster for me and then...
Aliens the core game. You wouldn't spell it like that, right?
Yeah. Military core. I think it's... I don't know.
This is weird.
I agree. Again, email Merriam-Webster and you tell me what he says. Another glorious day in the core. This is Vincent Ida Lee. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you all next time.
In the crops.
Bye.